would be more powerful, but that would make a very fun game if everyone was just picking tigers and killing everything. So what they did was tier everything up. So of equal tier means of relative equal strength. So my tank should be reasonably equal to an A13 in the right situation. Relatively. Not necessarily exactly, but relatively.
Let's go ahead and give you a boost.
Thank you very much. Right, so we can actually sit on this hill. We've got to only be careful with 2 artillery and rain terror upon the town if anyone decides to come down.
All right,
SU-76 coming over there. Ready? Steady. Bye. Oops. He had absolutely no chance to go through my front plate. So I could just sit there and go, hi.
There was a second one, so then, whoop, there we go. I'm backing up.
Yeah, back up. Right, you don't have the front armor that I do.
Yep, and that T-82 is right there.
So the headset we've got to be careful. Ready? So whoever gets the first shot off between me and the other headset. And 3, 2. Come on, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yes! And because I was going down the hill, my front armor plate made it very easy. The angling, if you go down a hill, if you're going back over a hill, means that the enemies shooting at you will have very, very high chance of not being able to go through you. My trouble there was I had my...
I'm getting hit by artillery.
Retreat back. Yeah, retreat back. No, you're not having that.
Excuse me. The artillery took out my gunner, so
okay, heal it. Medipack.
I don't have that on this tank.
No! See, now this is where you're like, oh, I only had that medipack. It's 3,000 silver, though. So you gotta decide, is it worth it? In this situation, yeah, you're top tier in a tier 4. It would be so worth it. You gonna get on my lap, are you? Come on. Right, I now have a 3-year-old co-pilot, or co-pilot. The T-82 you've got to be careful of. That T-82 has a derp cannon much like the headsets.
And that T-82 is a tank destroyer.
Correct. It's the American one, or a American one. Right, let's just wait here for them.
Look
they're
at
pushing
coming
forward.
to crest on the hill.
Yeah. They're pushing forward thinking that they're pretty damn nails right now. They've pushed everything back. And I've taken that headset. Right, that headset. If we hit him now, he's dead. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
There
Bye.
you go.
Good.
Here comes the T-82 straight for us.
Yeah. Let him come over the hill. So that's the cool thing. Again, it's about predicting. We were in position. He tried to come forward. Couldn't do anything.
Okay.
So now he knows we're here. Oh, artillery supported us. There you go. We're doing exactly what you need to do with TDs. Predict where the enemy are going, get into position, and let them come at you. And they can't do anything because you're in such a good position, you're so tough, and you got great damage. And they get scared, and if they don't get scared, they get dead. Yeah.
And now we get to mop up, so I'm just going to push you forward.
So yeah, back on the tier thing, the higher the tier, the stronger the relative strength is. It doesn't make the better, but in theory, a tier 5 med tank should be worse in every respect to a tier 6 med tank, especially if it's on the same line. And by a line, we mean it progresses directly from. So in real life, for example, the A13 Covenanter was developed before, and before the A13, what's the other one called? The A13A or whatever it is. Now, that's because the other was developed upon it, and that's why they're the same line.
Stealing my kills now, huh?
Oh, you did your damage?
Did my damage.
If I waited any longer, he could have reloaded and killed you.
I think the other 2 bullets would have got him. I've got the pom-pom.
Ah. Maybe. I could have left that.
I don't know.
The thing is with me, I play this game in the sense of, I never consider my friend's kill ceiling. Never. Because if the enemy flukily gets that extra shot off at you or whatever and kills you, you'd hate your friend more for not taking than if you'd hate them for taking
Alright,
the
can
shot.
you get the Vickers?
Yep.
Yes.
I love the headset. It's why I've kept it. It's the only TD I've kept. I love it. GG! Say GG, Artie. Oh, he's on shy.
Uh-oh.
there you go. I scored second because we were playing very defensively to make sure that we won. Because if we pushed forward and died, that could have turned around. You know, we got 4 kills. You know, you did a lot of damage too. And if you weren't there, you know, there's a lot of things I probably couldn't kill. So that's cool. How much HP does an A13 have? Around 220?
The Covenanter?
Yeah.
340.
Oh, 340. Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you've done a... No, you're not doing it. Daddy does it. Okay, so pick your next tank, and we'll go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna bump back up to the tier 5.
So if you guys have got any questions about anything, obviously feel free to ask, and I will go ahead. So right now, you got on the Combinator, sorry, the Crusader. I'm going to pick one from a different tree. Now, the med tanks from each tree are roughly of equal power. Now, the T-34 has the same sort of abilities as the Crusader. It is a skirmish tank, but it's got armor. So the idea is with the T-34 is that it skirmishes on flat plains a lot better than the Crusader, but the Crusader can outmaneuver the T-34 and use hills and stuff much better because it has gun depression that's extremely good. So Crusaders peek over hills, take a few shots and back off again. T-34s can't do that. They can't look down. So they have to go round hills. And they need that extra armor. If you come over to me, you'll see the difference in the tanks. It's loading. Can you count? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's roll out!
Move out.
Oh, let's get the show on the road this time. Okay, cool. Right, you'll see that my tanks are a lot bulkier.
Yep, with the angled armor also in the front.
With also with angled armor. This tank is extremely tough.
Wow!
But if you have a look at my gun depression, that's as far as I can look down. Seriously, that's as far. If you go next to mine and put your gun down, do you see the difference?
Yep.
Right, we'll go right next to each other so even the crowd can see. Hold down your right button so you don't rotate your turret, and I'll move in right next to you. And you can see this, guys. Look at that. He can look directly down, and mine just moves a little bit. And also look up. Mine looks up just fine. So does yours.
Yep.
So there you go. I can look up, but I can't look down. And that means the T-34 works really well on a plane because I can shoot up to the hills, but I can't shoot down. So I can't do the same tactics as the Covenanter can. Look at this. We were okay to wait in base because the enemy seems to be pushing up quite hard over there. So let's go and reinforce. Great thing about medium tanks is that you can actually, in fact, your job is to reposition.
Emmy!
Follow the button. Rock on. Who do you think's going to win, Artie? Me. Good boy. Oh! KV-1S on fire. The ARL, by the way, aim for the turrets. You'll never get through the hole.
I just got through it. But
Probably hit the side of the hole then.
Yeah.
Sorry, if he was showing his front to you, there's no way. Okay, now we do a pack maneuver. Just drive past. Just drive past.
I can't. I'm cut off by a KV-1. I'm trying. Okay, so what do you want me to just drive past all that? You sure?
Yep.
There's so many tasties.
Yeah. The reason I'm dying right now is because we didn't pack it.
Okay.
I'm on my own. Oh, you see loads of other tanks there now? Too late. If we just drove past together, he has 2 targets to choose from. He often picks the closest target, or we got double the firepower. And I was in cover from AV1 by the time I got out of there. But I had to face the T-14 alone, and the T-14 is very good. But I've taken enough damage to go around the corner.
The KV-1S got right in front of me.
Yeah. So a pack only works when you pack. And the idea is that if you go one by one, you're so weak. And even a good player will still die if he's on his own. So if you see someone defending, that guy, if we just hit back, step back, could hold back our 7 or 8 tanks here to let the rest of our flanks lose. If you notice the mini-map, we haven't got many tanks the rest of the map. So we had to win this front. So that's what the pack maneuver is for. Okay, yes, we take a little bit of damage driving past the first time. But then we decimate whoever's there because there's too many of us. So that's how it works. You can't let your teammates go one by one and then, oh, that guy sucks because he went forward and died. If all of you go forward, unlikely that you're all going to die. just not even one of you, because there's too many guns now facing the enemies.
Just like it's going all after this AMX. This poor AMX.
Yeah. Fudge the AMX. He's an artillery. He knows what he's getting himself into.
And now they have 2 left.
Which are both their top tiers that are both over on the right-hand side. And our right-hand side is losing. And that's my point exactly. If you guys let a T-14 hold you all back, they could have got round the back and they could have won. But fortunately for us, that our team players over there are doing just fine because they're good.
Though I can't climb a hill. Save
Well,
my
that is a
life.
particularly steep hill. The thing about the Crusaders, it doesn't turn very well.
Nope.
Straight line, quite fine. Turn? No. Don't cap. Right, this thing, ignore that. Go for the win every time. Don't ever think that you can't cap. The idea behind the don't cap, kill all is that you can earn more experience by doing more damage. But at the same rate, you could also fluff it up and lose. Granted, this situation here, there's no chance you're going to lose. But let's say the timer was close to running out and stuff like that. I prefer win percentage over XP. I prefer win percentage over anything because you're here to win. It's a team game and it's a team sport as such. In team sports, you don't see people go, no, don't win the game.
Yeah.
Just make sure we rack up a few more points first. You don't hear that, and that's why all team sports are timed. And it's rare, like in cricket and baseball. You can knock all the batters out, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you're not knocking them out. You have to go for the entire duration. And then it's based on the score. It's like saying, no, don't knock them all out. Just try and minimize their score to humiliate them. It's like, whoa, that's a big risk. We did win.
And even though I stayed alive to the end, I didn't do that much. That's sad. Sad day.
But we were tier 5s and a tier 6, and you held back. And that means that as a skirmisher like you are, you don't get much XP.
Yep. Shame on you for holding back.
Basically, yeah. To be a pack tank like you are, Crusader, T-34 skirmishers, I call them, you have to be able to harass and take the risks. Because of your speed, you can get into positions where heavy tanks would get destroyed, but your med tank won't. And then you get into a superior position and use that to your advantage. Ah, yeah. We have a small crowd. How are you guys tonight?
Hello, everyone.
What tanks do you guys like the best? Turn your top on.
No.
Okay. Keep it on. Okay.
Also, with the realism of this game, is the Panzer the first tank in its tier that has the stop tracks? Where he could turn quicker than others by one track is actually able to stop with another one to keep rotating instead of both for the rotation?
I don't know if it's the first. It's definitely the first in the German line, and I know none of the Russians ever have that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure about the Americans. Just remember, the tier doesn't mean the time of development.
Yeah.
So the Panzers were very advanced, so they're high tier, even though they were developed much earlier than a lot of the other tanks. So your Panzer IV is a tier 5. Some other tier 5s were developed later.
And there's the scout.
And there's the Scout, so we've got to worry about artillery now. Although, not really, it's a tier 3. One tier 3 artillery.
Alright, here's two. There's a... Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, dear lord.
Stay in the cover and try and shoot the Scouts. Just put some firepower down onto them. Scare them. Make them make a mistake. Stay into cover, though, okay?
So I need to come up closer to the house.
Take shots against targets we spot, but basically stay in cover, pop out, take a couple of shots. If you receive fire, get out of the way. Remember, skirmishers, you do not want to be the target of the attacks. Right, I hit the ELC there, you see.
Okay, I can't see that ELC.
Nope.
Here
Right,
comes a
they're
stug.
Right, he's targeting me. There you go. I was trying to back off, but I was too slow. If you can shoot him,
I've almost got a clear shot. I did, and then he moved, I think. Oh, there we go. I can't shoot through